Hello, my name is David Wilkes, and we made a game called Asteroids, in which you use your phone's accelerometer sensors to maneuver a player character around an asteroid field and avoid getting hit. The game has 3 levels. After either completing all levels or losing all your lives by hitting asteroids, your turn is passed to the next player. Once the next player completes their turn, your scores are compared and you are informed whether you lost against or beat the previous player. I was in charge of player movement and integration.
My name is Hayden Anderson, and I was in charge of creating the asteroids, background stars, lives, app design, and level design.
And my name is Brandon Doe. I was in charge of multiplayer, lasers, and high score. Some challenges that I faced were plotting the laser properly and having check collision, as well as multiplayer figuring out how to write and read properly with the progresses that we sent.
So, how we did player movement is we set up a code that controls your player movement based off your phone accelerometer readings. Of course, one of the main problems with this was sufficient responsiveness so that the game felt good to play. We found that pure phone movements weren't sufficiently responsive, so we reoriented it so that it now depends on how you orient your phone with relative to the Earth's gravity. Because your phone will always pick up on the Earth's gravity, it provides a constant source of acceleration that excludes most of the noise you would normally encounter.
So I worked on the asteroid level, background stars, and lives, and the hardest part of that was creating the asteroids, which had to have a random velocity, random rotation speed, and general, collision detection. And to do that, I created a class which would take a random number of vertice points and then convert from polar coordinates to global coordinates in the game, and used a rotation matrix to help rotate rotate the asteroids as they moved across the screen, along with an update function. The background stars and the lives function very similarly as almost near identical classes, but with different functions, appearances, and specified values. The app design, also you can see there's a play button, an end game button, a distance which shows how far you've gone in each level, a progress bar which shows you how far you've gone in each level, and it shows you how far your opponent has gone on their previous game.
Okay, and then as you can see that the progress was sent and the result was displayed onto the command window. You can also see that there's a polling loop above to see when you need to wait for the other player to send their data. Now,
Okay, so I will.
okay, as you can see, we can demonstrate the laser here by showcasing a negative Z acceleration, and then and it will check for collisions with the asteroids, and if it reaches the collision check, then it will send the asteroids to the right side of the screen.
So for the level design, you can see that each level has a different distance you have to get to. So level 1, you have to travel 100 kilometers. Level 2, you have to travel 200 kilometers. And level 3, you have to travel 500 kilometers. So each time you pass a level, it adds the total amount of that distance to your total score, and that's how they compare it for a multiplayer. Level 1 is pretty simple, has slow-moving asteroids. It has 5 asteroids, I believe, and no extra lives you can get. Here, like I just got a life there, and when you hit those blue triangles, that increases your life by 1. And when you hit an asteroid, it decreases your life by 1. The asteroids in level 2 and 3 move faster. Level 3 moves much faster than level 2, and they increase the amount of asteroids and also the colors in the background to help differentiate between the levels. So the idea is that this one is so hard, it's very hard to win, which would help in determining who wins the round. Do I keep playing or should I die? Okay. One other thing that was interesting to code was this info button, and you can see on the app before you press play you have the option to press an info button which tells basic instructions, which in addition to the readme file can help you understand how to play the game, and it shows what a life looks like, what an asteroid looks like, and it gives credit to the people that created this game, and you press back and it sets you back and you can press play.
Like and subscribe.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell.